Welcome to General Microbiology, Bio 205. This is going to be a very interesting course for quite a few of you, and many of you will find that microbiology relates to many topics that we will cover that will interest you in your daily lives and in your family lives. Um, as a prerequisite, you all had to take an introductory biology such as 156 or a 181 course before you took this microbiology course. I'm hoping that you will recall and remember some of the main concepts that you covered in that class, because what is microbiology? Microbiology is the study of microbes, and microbes is a term that is given to organisms that are very small or tiny in width and length, and almost impossible to see from even a regular microscope. They're usually seen under electron microscopes with a much more clear visibility, and in our class we will see them through oil immersion scopes because they have a um, very small size, a width of 1 micron. A micron is 10 to the power negative sixth of a meter. In this particular image, you can see the size of the bacteria is shown to you, which is in uh, 1 micron width. Uh, we'll later in the semester, when we'll see microbes in the class, you in under the scope, you will be able to have a better idea as to how tiny these are as compared to an ordinary cell that you were able to see, for example, a cheek cell or an LOD, a leaf cell. So what do you need for this Bio 205 class? Firstly, I'm hoping you all have a textbook which is designated by the college. The assigned book is in the text in the bookstore, and a lab manual. In this particular case, you are asked to purchase a lab manual which has my lecture packet and all the labs that we will do in this particular class. You must also have a computer access. Those of you who are taking this class as a blended format, that you are required. It is essential for you to have it, so you can check um, the requirements for this class. All of you in my both classes would be requiring to have a computer access, so you can check on weekly modules and assignments that we will be referring, and more of this will be given to you in class during the syllabus. I would like to have all students use an email account by next class, no exceptions. Make sure you log into WebStudy, and you all have an email account that I will be asking you about more in class. Uh, I would like you to either have a lab coat or an old shirt. This is because we will be doing many labs in which we will be doing a lot of staining, and we don't want to get your nice clothes all messed up and with stains. Some of the other features that are important for you to have would be a 3 by 5 note card. I usually recommend students to have these because it helps them organize content for each week, and it helps you as it gets closer to the semester or to the exam dates. You can review. Colored pencil is another good idea to have it. However, it's not required, but some people are more visual and they do better when they see things written in different colors. And lastly, the most important is you must have an adequate study time. Now, when we say adequate study time, how much time is enough? For a 4 credit class, you should spend somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. Sorry, 3 to 4 hours is for 1 credit. So for a 3 to 4 credit course, you should be spending about 12 to 16 hours per week. Now this could be assigned as prepping for the class before you come in, listening to my audio lectures, taking notes, getting together in study groups. Whatever works the best for you. Do not procrastinate. It's so easy to procrastinate by saying, oh, we understand the content, hasn't even went over. We can just do it later in by ourselves. Now that doesn't help. most of you know that you have to develop very good study skills. So don't procrastinate. Stay on top of things each week. And as I've really spent a lot of time designing how to distribute the subject material for each week. And if you follow that routine, you would have a very good absorption of the content. How should you prepare for the test? That's a lot of people, a lot of students will ask me this question before they get ready for the test, and I'm pretty much giving you an analogy as to how do you prepare yourself for any kind of challenge in your life. It could be a tournament, it could be a race, it could be a presentation, anything that you have to compete in or sell yourself for. How do you do the best? How much time do you spend thinking about it? What are the different activities you plan to enhance that challenge and make it the best? So the plan in the same routine. What's the best approach for studying? That really depends on you. And for that reason, some of you may have taken this test or about what kind of learner you are. If not, in the first week, I would like you to take the WARC survey. The link for this survey is under the links tab. Make sure you take it before class by next week. And this would help you learn more about your learning style. Now, those of you who have taken this test earlier, you may find that your learning styles have changed. We do adapt to the ways we want to learn. So sometimes we help enhance or improve a learning ability we may have, or sometimes we even increase the potential of a learning style. Here are some images of the different microbes that we will be looking at, just to give you a feel of what microbiology is. The one on the right, which is this one, is a gram-negative stain. Here we have some of the gram-positive bacteria, and here is paramecium. And you may be wondering, what is gram-negative, what's gram-positive, and what is a paramecium? We will explore all this in the coming weeks. Lastly, what else do I need to know about the class? Staying on top of the things is the most important thing. Some of you are familiar with my policy of test correction. However, this is a very tedious task for me, but every semester my students tell me at the end that they learn the most by doing those test corrections. So we will continue doing that. And please follow the procedure that I've written in the syllabus that I've given you. There is a pattern that I want you to follow for the test corrections. If you don't follow that, I'm not going to be accepting your test corrections. Another question that I will get many times would be related to things that I've already written in my syllabus, but students don't take the time to understand or to know what is the expectation of an instructor. To be successful in any class, it's really important to understand what is the structure of a class, what is required by the instructor, how do you approach that, how do you plan your study habits around that style. So I want you to read my syllabus very carefully and take your first quiz, which is due soon within this week on web study, and this would be pretty much the minimal that I can give it to you on this audio lecture. This will also give you a feel of how the lectures are going to be planned. I will be recording all the lectures, and you will be required to download them and listen to them. If you're still on a dial-up computer, or you don't have a good access to an internet all the time, then I would recommend stopping by the library and downloading all these audio lectures on a flash drive and just playing it by yourself later on. If you want to use a DVD player or something to burn it in, that would work fine too. So this is the introductory to microbiology, and we'll see you soon in the next lecture.